Recorded live with little or no editing. It's Defense Up. I'm Run 7. How you doing? Today we're going over Leven's Crucible defense, and Leven is operating in, let's go check his stats here. He's operating in Plat 2 at about 24 million TCP. So these are some usual teams that you might find, although we did find some problems. Pathfinder was helping me go through these. No big surprises on this one, but if you guys don't like our ruling, you can blame Pathfinder Gaming. Don't blame me. I'm just here to shout these things out, guys. I'm just here to shout them out. All right, team number 1 is the Young Avengers. This team is done right. It's got good placement. Nothing really to be talked about here. It's just a standard defense. We like it. However, there is something that we're probably going to be doing with this team later on, so keep that in mind. So for me, this is fine. If anybody wants to use this on defense, I think it's a solid team. It works well in offense as well. So that's A for this team. And over here, we have the Infinity Watch on defense. Now, if you're using Infinity Watch on defense, you want to make sure you either have Death Seed or Tangled for offense so that you can handle the things that this used to handle. But this is an efficiency suck. I like it on defense. I think I'm running it on defense right now. Works really well. ISOs are great. Placement's fine. Everybody argues placement on this one, but it's kind of splitting hairs, so I don't care. This one gets an A as well. Team number 3, this one's terrible. I will give this a D- to start off with because there's some, I don't like Sif as a fortifier. I think she should be a raider, but mostly I hate seeing this team on defense. The new warrior composition with Star-Lord destroys this in like 3 turns, and it's one of the worst things you can do for your defense. If you see this, you can get such an incredibly efficient sweep of this room. It's crazy. This is an absolute liability. Don't use it anymore. They could use Eternals on this. It would probably be a waste. I would use the new warrior Star-Lord trick to just delete this team. But don't put this on defense. They don't work well in Crucible. They don't get their bonuses. It doesn't play well. The only way you can make this team kind of work well in Crucible is if you have a really lopsided character in here, like putting Heimdall in here at like gear tier 10. So he ends up dying accidentally before things happen. Then they get their passive bonus, hopefully, and they do the things they need to do. And then you might get a little bit more efficiency out of them, but they're still going to lose. They're not fantastic. I don't like them. And then don't make Sif a fortifier. She should be a raider, so she's doing a little bit more damage. She's always the last one to die in any game mode, so there's no reason to make her a fortifier. Except for the portable shield device, she is spreading some positive effects around, but she's gonna be dead before she takes a turn, so it's kind of pointless. Or she might be alive, but the rest of the team is gonna be dead, so she's not gonna have anybody to spread it to. This is a D-, almost an F. I don't think that the Asgardian team is worth investing in for any game mode anymore. I built them. I was kind of happy with them. They worked kind of well in Scourge, but now I'm not going to be using them anymore. I've got all my stars. I've used them. There's no need for them anymore, so it's kind of a shame. All right, moving on. Team number 4. This is disgusting. This is a waste of Emma. I don't know what Emma's in here for, but she's not doing anything, right? She's not a hero, so magical or resurrection protocols isn't being applied to her. The rest of the team, they're better with either Jubilee, Beast, and Bishop, or they're better with Magic in here. There's lots of different things you can do. Emma you don't need a cleanse for this team. Phoenix is already doing a cleanse. You kind of want Storm to pop off and blow up, so Magic's kind of a good choice, or Beast is kind of a good choice. Colossus on this team is really weak, so let's just replace him with hopefully Beast and Jubilee and Bishop being the pre-taunt tank, so that would do something. I don't know. Your number 4 room isn't really a big deal anymore. You're either going to run Unlimited in it, or you're going to run a bunch of junk hero mutants in it, and it's going to get beat no matter what. So don't waste a useful tool like Emma in here. She applies nothing to this team. And Cyclops is probably going to die. He's a little too squishy to hang in this team, although at the power levels, maybe he'll still be going. I'm not sure. You could also throw in Wolverine in here instead of Emma. That's something to do. He has some decent synergy. If they don't know how to play it right, it kind of makes things happen in a weird way. Some other things to do, but Emma's a waste. I don't like it. I'm giving this a C-. Not great. Also, I think Healer on Colossus is not a great choice. That's not really a great choice at all. Okay, moving on. Team number 5. This is the team where I wanted to remind you about the Young Avengers. We don't like Hela or Zim in here. Obviously, you could waste your Eternals on this. It's a guaranteed double tap for Icarus. Blows this team up like crazy. You can easily defeat it with a Kestrel going in on a mirror match. Kestrel keeps their Greg from spawning. Yours still spawns in, and you get the turn meter to go in front of it. You could also beat this with Infinity Watch. You can also beat this with Death Seed. It's not a great composition. And the Undying team is a fantastic tool that you could be using on offense for a variety of things. It's like the second or third best at beating everything. But when you run out of your good tools, you still have Undying to throw at something and give it a whirl. So I think you get Undying and get Noir out of here. Noir sucks. I'm sorry, he just sucks. Stop building him. Get him out of here and put in Echo, Ms. Marvel, and Squirrel Girl. That is making a fantastic composition that a lot of people are having a very hard time dealing with. Don't use these, use that version, or take both of these two teams off, and then you have a Tangled team for offense, and you have an Undying team for offense, or you could combine it for a super offensive team and just throw some junk in here and go for real efficiency. So, yeah, that's definitely what you should do. But I don't like the Undying Tangled composition. It's too easy to beat with too many teams. It's an absolute waste of some really good tools. Also, you got some weird ISO choices. Skirmisher on Noir, let's change him to a Raider if you're going to use him. Skirmisher on Hela, change her to a Striker or a Raider would be even better. And then I kind of like Skirmisher on 99 these days, so I can guarantee that I get the vulnerable where I want it. I can guarantee that the things stick, like his ability block, you want that to land and whatnot. You got enough stars on him, though. Raider's probably okay there. Anyway, I just don't like the team composition. I'm going to give this one a C+. It's a little better, but it's still pretty ugly. And then over here, we have Wakandans in 6. Now, this one gets an A. It's great ISOs, great placement. Everything's done right here. You could stand to build up not M'Baku, excuse me, Black Panther 1 million a little bit more if you wanted to, if you really want to make this a crushing team. Okoye is still good if you want to build her up a little bit more, put that teal gear on him. If you've got the teal gear to spare, that's, your choice. We also have some new opportunities to put in the Unlimited team or the Darkhold team in here because their counters tend to use things with charges, and that can be problematic. If you want more information on that, Mobile Gamer just put out a video with a theme. You also have a video from Benny Westside that talk about and showcase those teams working. So you can check those out if you want other opportunities. But honestly, I'm still running my Wakandans in 6 and it's doing just fine. I've got a really lopsided one. People underestimate it because I've got a big Black Panther and everybody else is a lot smaller and it's getting me kills. So this is an A though. I like it. It's just fine. Leven, thank you very much for sending in your defensive picks. If you want your defense featured on Defense Up, either War or Crucible, send those picks directly to me. I'll put you on the list. And remember guys, don't just have a good game, be good to yourselves and others too. And I'll see you next time. Bye.